Gryffindors, what are we working on?
45 seconds summary challenge.
So what do you start with when you write a summary? Okay, what's your main idea? Don't tell them. What's your main idea?
In Chapter 9, Harry, Hermione, and Ron learn about the Chamber of Secrets.
Okay, good. Now, what do you get into next? The
intro.
That was the intro.
Oh, wait.
What comes after the intro? It's on. It's on the board.
Most important details.
Very good. Figure out what's the most important details. You guys are 2 minutes in. You got 8 minutes left to write. It was opened in chapter 8, and in chapter 9 was called the writing on the wall. And that's where they learn about the Chamber of Secrets. So you guys are going to start with what for your 45-second summary?
In chapter 9.
Well, no, we're going to start with what? The main idea. Okay, so the main idea should be about the...
No, the myth about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets.
There you go.
Those are the three characters we're focusing on mainly right at this moment.
What's your main idea for this?
It's they learn about the Chamber of Secrets.
Who's they?
Harry,
All
Ron,
the
and
students.
Hermione.
All the students of Hogwarts. What details are you guys going to include?
Them being in Gilderoy's classroom.
Well, they were not in his classroom. They were in his office.
At office.
Okay. And you're talking about the direct aftermath?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
What else are you going to include after Lockhart's office?
The legend of the Chamber of Secrets.
Good. That's where you should focus the details. Because in your summary, you're going to want to make sure you incorporate some of the details from the legend. Don't forget, you have to pick a representative to read. Okay? What details are you girls going to include?
We're gonna Mrs. Nora's being petrified.
Good.
And
Don't say it too loud, though.
we'll talk about the what happened with the Salazar Slytherin,
The details of the legend.
Gilderoy, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. Can't remember
Okay.
their names.
All right, well, where are they? They're in the
book.
They're in the book. Good. Very good. So 3 parts, right? Lockhart's office, Professor Bin's class, and the legend, and then all of the aftermath. Okay, everything that happens in this chapter happens because the kids learn about the legend. All right, what are some of the details you guys are including?
One of the students is dead because Chamber of Secrets was one of the Slytherins, so it could only be one of the Slytherins who came.
Okay. See, now, listen, that's a good spot. What's the last thing you need in this? You need your... Look up at the board. The last thing you need in every summary is a... See, and that's a great spot, Xavier, where you're sharing your thinking, right? This is your own thoughts, okay? So, listen, should Harry be worried that he's the heir? According to what you just said, should it? No, because it has to be one of the what? Yeah, and ultimately, was Harry placed in the Slytherin house? No. So should Harry be worried? No. So see, Xavier, that's your reflection. You know, if I was Harry, I would not be worried that I was the heir because ultimately I'm not in Slytherin. See, and the heir must be someone who is in Slytherin. So see, this is a great inference what you're making right there, and that's a great reflection. All right, you guys have 4 minutes left.
Professor Ben.
Yeah, and if you're unsure, where do you look, Maddie? Yeah, you gotta go back in the book. So listen, now you just got to the legend. All right, what are details from the legend are you going to include in your summary?
It's about the era of Slytherin.
Only the heir of Slytherin can open it up and understand Slytherin.
Okay, but don't say it. Okay, only the heir of Slytherin can open the Chamber of Secrets. Good. Don't forget about the 4 founding fathers, right? Okay, or the 4 founding witches and wizards. You guys have 2.5 minutes left. Start thinking about who you want your representative to be. Who's going to be your representative today? Okay. Hufflepuff, who's going to be your representative today? All right, Victoria, you're going to read yours out loud today? Okay. Who's going to be your representative? All right, Lily, and you've only read yours, what, once? Okay. All right. How are you guys going to end? What do you have to end with? Starts with an R? Reflection. What are your thoughts? Are you guys on the reflection yet? Okay. All right, Lily, you ready for the 45-second summary challenge? On your mark. Get set. Read.
In Chapter 9, Harry, Hermione, and Ron learn about the Chamber of Secrets. At the beginning of the chapter, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in Evaluator's office, and Filch is not happy with Harry about his hard to fight cat.
And just remember, the teacher talks about taking things so they're only there so they're in the chambers here. But Harry thinks that he's there so they're doing some sort of here. So he's been Slytherin. Harry and Ron and Hermione was going to talk to, or going to use Polyjuice to turn into Slytherin to talk to Draco.
Then they checked out the scene of the crime prevalence, and they make a Polyjuice potion to talk to Draco. I think it's a good idea to make the potion.
Braylon, what are you working on?
The 45-second summary challenge.
All right, you start with a what?
Main idea.
Main idea, very good. What's your main idea, Lily? What are you guys putting down for main idea?
Find out the legend of the Chamber of Secrets.
Okay, get to your details. Okay. All right.
Then taught the students learn about the Chamber of Secrets.
Good. That is your what?
Main idea.
Main idea. Good. And because we're short on time, only focus on the most important details. Okay. Do you guys have your main idea written already? All right, get your main idea. We're very short on writing time today. So start with your main idea. What's the main idea of this chapter?
The students.
They figure out what the Chamber of Secrets and Harry gets accused of murder.
Okay, I focus more on the first part. All right, what details are you going to include?
We're talking about how Snape tried to kick Harry off the Quidditch team, and Ron, Hermione, and Harry got no punishment.
Okay, good. Get through that and then get to the legend, okay? Those are the details that will be most important for you guys, the legend. Remember, time is short, so pick your details carefully. You guys have 4 minutes left. Who's your representative going to be to read today? Benjamin? So what details is Ben going to include? How the kid, yeah, good Polyjuice, and how the kids react, right?
We learned a lot about the four heads of the houses. Build a castle, and Slytherins. Everyone sucks get picky with the students, or just like Slytherins get rid of them. The Slytherins kill all muggles.
Be your representative. Okay, Lily's going to be your representative.
We are going to use.
Did you guys pick your representative? Who's going to read? Okay. Okay, good. We'll get him in. You have 1 minute 41 seconds left.
I got the Air Slytherin. Bills.
Make sure you're writing in a way where you can read your own writing. Good, Nora. I see you going back in the book. What do you guys need to end with? What do you have to end with? A reflection. Your thoughts. Okay? So again, make sure you include that in your writing. Okay? Share your thoughts. You may not have included all the details yet, but you should get to your reflection. All right, that was a question, though. So sometimes that's a decent way to do it, but we've talked about what we like. We'd rather hear your opinion versus hear your question. So what's your opinion?
Yeah, it was an extreme measure.
Do you want to?
Okay. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Get it written down. Lily, are you ready for the 45-second summary challenge?
Ready?
Okay, iron mark. Get set. Read.
Check 9 to find out the legend of the Chamber of Secrets.
Representatives building a castle, and the Slytherin's head wants to kill all nobles. They were going to use the Polyjuice potion to sneak into the Slytherin house and ask Draco questions. Harry is worried about being Slytherin.
Then Professor Vince told the students what the Chamber of Secrets is, and now everyone thinks the Slytherin heir is Harry. Then Hermione went to
Okay, give him a round of applause. What's the main idea of this chapter, though?
They learn what the Chamber of Secrets is.
The legend. Yes, so I would focus on that. Okay?
Chapter 9.
That's the big main idea. Okay? What do you start with? You start with the... Okay, so think, what is the main idea of this chapter? Good, that's a good reflection right there. Okay?
I would be concerned about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets.
Good. And who's going to be your representative to read today? Okay? Who's going to be your representative over here to read? That's right, Dorothy, you already told me. Okay, make sure you get your reflection down there, Dorothy. You got 30 seconds. Who's your rep today?
Gabby.
Okay, Gabby. You guys want to go first? Okay. Gabby, are you ready for the 45-second summary challenge? Okay. On your mark. Get set. Read.
In chapter 9, Professor Vance tells his class all about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets. He explains that there was one Salazar and Godric have a fight, so Salazar makes the chamber to hide a monster that can kill anyone in it. That almost said us no. Harry, Ron, and Hermione make them find out who the heir is. They are planning to make a potion to get even by looking at
Woo, give her a round of applause. Okay, let's go with Slytherin. You guys are going to be up next. On your mark. And get set. Read.
You came to us with nothing more than dreams, and now you've given us strength to believe. And all the doubters won't matter a bit when the line is drawn. You know what must be done. What must be done? Know that you cannot.
Okay, give him a round of applause. On your mark. Get set. Read.
Despite our hopes and dreams, it seems our fears grow strong.
Woohoo! Give her a round of applause. Alright, what are you girls working on? Good, alright, so what do you start with? Good, what's your main idea? You guys have one? Alright, okay, and also, make sure you guys are working together. Alright, you're gonna have to pick a representative to read out loud. You folks over here. Okay, you're starting with, of course, the... Of course, Sandra. What's the main idea of this chapter? Alright, but his name is Professor Vince. Okay, after you get your main idea, focus on just the most important details, because you guys only have about 5 minutes to write your details. Alright, you girls get Andrew up to speed, okay? As you write, start discussing and thinking about who your representative is going to be to read your summary out loud. Bring Andrew up to speed?
Yep.
Alright, you got the main idea now, Andrew?
Yep.
Okay.
Putting it down right now.
What are some of the details you girls are including?
How Snape and Filch try to get Harry, Hermione, and Ron in trouble.
Okay, good. Just one sentence about that? I would just do one.
Yeah.
Because you really want to get to what?
The legend.
Yeah, you want to get to Binz's class and you want to get to the legend. All right, and you only have 3.5 minutes. Okay, what part are you girls on over here?
Just finishing the locker.
Just finishing up what?
The locker office.
Oh, okay. I'd get to the legend. Because you guys are down to 3 minutes. All right. Who's going to be your representative today? Okay.
I would say that he learned that the class learned that the Gryffindor team was fighting with the That's what you call it. The Slytherin team, because the Slytherin team wanted no Muggle-born children.
So it was Salazar Slytherin, the guy who was the head of the Slytherin house, Salazar Slytherin. He was arguing with the other founders. Okay, do you understand when we say founders? Is that Hogwarts was built. There were 4 witches and wizards that built this school, right? And one of them, which was Slytherin, he just had some different views than the other 3, right? And he didn't like that the other 3 were taking Muggle-born witches and wizards. So he said, that's it, guys, I'm out of here. And when he left, he builds this secret chamber. Okay? Right? Are you with me, Sandra?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are down to your last minute. And don't forget to end with a what? Reflection. Good. Your thoughts, your opinions on these events of this chapter. And make sure you have your representative all picked out. We're going to begin reading as soon as the timer goes off. So you have 41 seconds left. Are you ready for the 45-second summary challenge? Okay, on your mark. Get set. Read.
In Chapter 9, Professor Ben tells the class about the Chamber of Secrets. Harry goes to Lockhart's office because they think Harry killed Miss Norris. Hermione asks Professor Ben to tell the class about the Chamber of Secrets. Salazar Slytherin got in the argument.
Chapter 9, writing on the wall, Harry, Ron, and Hermione learn about the Chamber of Secrets' legend. In the beginning of the chapter, Harry, Ron, and Hermione go to Lockhart's office, it being closest. Dumbledore figures out that Mrs. Norris was petrified. Snape starts questioning Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and Dumbledore thinks Snape is wrong questioning Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and lets them go. In Professor Binns' class, Hermione asks about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets. Professor Binns says the founders of the school were in an argument with Salazar Slytherin, so he built a secret chamber holding a monster and left. Only the hair can open. Hermione thinks Malfoy is the hair, so she suggests that Polyjuice potion would be used. I think the Polyjuice potion was a bad idea.
Okay, give her a round of applause.
In Chapter 9 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the students learn the legend of the Chamber of Secrets. Professor Snape, Dumbledore, McGonagall, Lockhart, and Phillips see the 3 in front of the wall. They question them. They go to Lockhart's office. The next day, Mr. Binns, the students learn the legend of the Chamber of Secrets. Harry, Ron, and Hermione see the wall again, but Mrs. Norris is gone. They see spiders crawling through one crevice, and we learn Ron hates spiders. The 3 enter the girls' bathroom and see Moaning Myrtle, who is upset. Percy sees them and talks with Ron about Ginny. Hermione, Harry, and Ron think Draco is the heir of Slytherin. Hermione needs to get a teacher's permission to get the restricted book for a Polyjuice potion. All around, Hermione is acting weird.
Okay, give her a round of applause. She just beat the timer.